Okay, hopefully we're going. Not sure if we're going or not, but it's Northern Lights 1. Denver Juniors nothing. Stadler with a good serve. Out of system slightly. Free ball doesn't come over. Point Northern Lights again. Apologies. Fighting connectivity and network here. Hopefully all is good at this juncture. Paige Stadler into the deep six. Deflects back into the stands. Point Northern Lights. This is match 2. Day 1. This is the B seed Northern Lights against the C seed Denver Juniors. Stadler over. Good pass and system. Middle attack coming. Big swing. Jiguashvili there. I don't think it came. Point Lights. Very quickly. Lights 4. Denver Juniors 0. Stadler again launches into the 6, deflects up over the stands into the netting. Ace serve, Paige Stadler, 5-0 Northern Lights. Found a Wi-Fi, gave it a go. I don't think that worked very well. So we're back to cellular, and I understand it's probably a little jerky. We'll continue to do what we can. 5-0 Northern Lights. Stadler into the 1 this time. Free ball coming, and Paige Stadler, another ace serve for Northern Lights. Stadler on fire here to start match number 2 at the President's Day Classic. Off the net cord into the floor, another ace serve. Paige Stadler. Point Northern Lights. Stadler again, 7-0 this time. Fought off, not coming back. Another ace for Paige Stadler. I've lost count, but we got a timeout on the floor as Denver Juniors wants to talk it over. 8-0, very fast start off the hand of Paige Stadler here in day 1, match 2. Pool play here happening at the Iowa Fieldhouse in Council Bluffs, Iowa. We're here on court 67. You'll see 9 on the stanchion. There's a conversion. Now Paige Stadler looking for 9. Deep into the 6. This one's passed up nicely. Middle attack coming. Big swing popped over. Gleason with the dig. Stadler goes outside. Fettrell, big swing down the line. Scores for Northern Lights. Fettrell down the line, and it's 9-0. Important match here for Lights as we set up this pool play. Stadler, another great serve. Middle attack sent over. Gleason there. Stadler's going to run back to Halbersma, the lefty down the line, off the deflection, out of play. Point Northern Lights. I think the Denver Junior player there at the end decided that might be long, but she had already committed and made contact. 10-0, Northern Lights on top. Stadler, again, good serve. This one sent up high into the bench area. Free ball over. There it is. Gleason is there. Stadler is going to run back to Halbersma. Halbersma adjusts and sends it in the 6. Popped up high. Strong side attack coming. Big swing over the block. Stadler gets in, sends it back over. Here comes Denver once again. Strong side attack. Block there. Halbersma. Jiguashvili. Point Northern Lights. Stuff block Central. And it's 11-0. Everything working for Northern Lights. The match far from over. Deep into the 1. Too deep into the 1. And Denver is on the board. 1-0. Serve into the 6. Munson is there. Stadler into the middle. Jiguashvili tips it over the block. Picked up. And then the overpass sent back by Jiguashvili. Point Northern Lights. Now in Tao to serve. Tao 12-1 lead. Good strong serve into the 5-6 seam. Free ball coming. There it is. Down the line, it's a good one. Tao is there. Stadler goes outside. Gleason tip shot. Score. Jenna Gleason scores for Northern Lights. Northern Lights 1-0. Denver Juniors 0-1. They lost to Nebraska Elite, the first match of today's action. Strong side attack is a good one. Off the Gleason deflection out of play. Well-earned point there for Denver Juniors, and it's 13-2. Back to serve is Jenks. Jenks high toss, sent over. Tao is there, good pass. Stadler into the middle. Giguashvili, nice dig on the Denver side, but it's not coming back, and it's a point Northern Lights. 14-2. Lights on top here in set number one as Munson climbs back into the Mineral Springs Brewery broadcast booth, and she'll let her rip. She is in the bleacher area. Not a lot of room behind here, and I think that threw off her approach as the serve finds the net. Point Denver. 14-3 to score. In to serve for Genera is Forbes. Cameron Forbes serving for Denver, taps the ball, sends her over. Tao is there, sends it up high. Stadler goes back to Halbersma, the left-handed attack, finds the net. Point to Denver. 14-4 the score. Forbes is going to give it another go. Double tap, sends it over down the line. Gleason sends it up high. Stadler back to Gleason, over the block to the floor. Nice shot into the 6-1 seam. Goes Jenna Gleason for the kill. And it's 15-4. As Sikora back to serve, 15-4. Good strong serve into the 6. A little bit too strong. It's out the back door. Point Denver. This is Izana Avery back to serve for Denver. Spins the ball, cocks the hand, fires. Stadler is there. Sikora goes into court 68. Denver point, 15-6. Avery again back to serve. Sends it into the 6. Munson is there. Good pass. Sikora's going to go into the middle. Dante through the block and to the floor. Dante scores for Northern Lights. And it's 16-6 now. Jenna Gleason back to serve to our left. Gleason, good cross-court serve. Overpass, sent over by Stadler. Now, right side attack, tipped, but not over. Point Northern Lights, 17-6 the score. All Lights here in set number one. They get off to a fast start by Paige Stadler. And now Gleason hammers a serve into the 6, fought off and not coming back. Will give Gleason an ace serve. 18-6. Gleason, another strong serve. That one drops in front of the libero for a back-to-back ace situation. And Gleason now looking to get to 20. Good strong serve. This one, great pass right to the setter. Right side attack over the block into the campfire for the kill. Denver scores now 19-7. Libero swap for Denver. This is number 12. Marla Gambold into serve, and she'll send it up and over. Munson is there. Sikora right in the middle. Dante tipped over the block, picked up on the Denver side. They're going to come back row free over. Gleason goes down to get it. Sikora runs back to Stadler. Stadler adjusts and scores. No. It's long and a good miss by Denver. Point to Denver. I saw two young ladies swing for it. Clearly neither one made contact, and now Gambold serving 8-19. Down the line, Gleason there, perfect pass. Sikora outside. Fettrell steps into it, down to the floor. Fettrell with the bomb into the 6-point Lights, and that launches Lights into the red zone. 20-8 with Dante back to serve. Dante up, Dante over. Strong side attack coming. It's over the block and over the baseline. Point Northern Lights. 21-8. Northern Lights on top. Here in set number 1. Match 2 on the day. Dante goes down the line. Good pass in system with options. They're going to go right side. Stepped into a big swing, but it's wide. No touch. Point Northern Lights. 22-8. All Lights here in set number 1. Dante with the serve once again. Sends it into the 6. Perfect pass in system. Strong side attack coming. Big swing over the block. Gleason goes down with the dig. Sikora pushes outside. Fettrell cross court winner into the 5-6 seam. Ellie Fettrell having success from the left side for Northern Lights, and it's 23-8. The Sibley East High School product scoring cross court. Strong serve by Dante. Sent back by Jakey Guashvili. Point Northern Lights. The overpass comes back, and Anna Guashvili sends it back with 1 and causes a timeout on the Denver side as Northern Lights set point 24-8. Might as well take a timeout. Can't take it with you. I think the conversation of the bench is probably something like, let's get some momentum for set number 2. Let's not go down without a fight. Contrarily, on the Lights side, it's get one more point. Let's get a drink, take a break, and move on to set 2. Put this one in the books, but then refocus, recenter for set 2. Dante on the hook, sends it over. Good pass. Right side attack coming over the block. Dante, nice dig. Sikora back to Stadler. Big swing. Off the deflection, out of play, and Northern Lights takes set number 1, 25-8. Set 1 in the books. A strong showing by Northern Lights. The match far from over. We'll step aside. Little Chad Johnson music. Right Along is my go-to between sets. Here we go.
Let it cry, let it be. Last kiss for you and me. We'll turn the page, the win and the win. Heart of gold, heart of love. Can't you see it's all above? Well, what's worth gets better every day. Feel the good won't coming on in an old-fashioned country song. Well, brown eyes singing all night long. God, not a lie. You can't always get what you want, but you'll be proud every Saturday night. Mama tried, daddy lied. Who thought I'd walk the line? Well, guess it's true, but you both can't survive. Feel the good won't coming on in an old-fashioned country song. Well, brown eyes singing all night long. Man on an older road, Hank Williams, God rest his soul. Every road's a test to have a song. Was bruising on a runaway train. Never thought I could feel such pain. She rode the rescue right along. Oh, up a lonesome song.
All right, getting ready for set number 2. No one we want more at the line than Paige Stadler. Great start for set 1. Let's see how set 2 starts off. We get underway right now. Stadler into the deep one. Scrambling, free ball coming. Munson to Stadler, into the middle. Jiguashvili scores for Northern Lights. And a good quick start to set 1, 1-0. Northern Lights on top. Good strong serve again into the 6. Trouble ace serve. Paige Stadler. Northern Lights up now quickly 2-0. Stadler back to serve once again. Into the 6 once again. Trouble once again. Free ball coming. There it is. Munson sits underneath it. Stadler all the way outside. Fettrell, big swing, but it's long, no touch. Good job by Denver stopping the Paige Stadler run. It's 2-1 now. Munson there. Stadler into Jiguashvili, sent over free.
Now here they come. Free ball in the deep corner. Good job, Gleason, to get over there. Stadler goes outside. Helbersma tip into the 6, picked up, sent over. Munson is there. Stadler back to Fettrell. Roll shot over. Picked up by Denver. Free ball coming. Back row. Sent over. Gleason, nice dig. Stadler goes outside. Helbersma tips down the line. Score! Helbersma. Point. Northern Lights. Elbatau serving for Northern Lights into the 6. Picked up nicely in system. Middle attack coming. Big swing over the block, over the baseline. Point Northern Lights. 4-1 the score. Lights on top. In set 2, they lead 1-0. Tao again with the serve into the 6. Trouble. Oh, nice save over there, and the free ball just falls short. Great recovery by Denver, but it doesn't come back. Warm-up ball from court 68, aka court 10 to our right. Sent back over as Tao waits to serve. She's up, she's over. Good serve. Over ball is there. Munson. Stadler into the middle. Jiguashvili blocked by Denver. Free ball coming. Nope. Strong side attack. Big swing over the block. Tao sends it up high. Stadler goes outside. Gleason steps into it. Nice dig on the Denver side. They're going to come strong side. Roll shot over. Munson is there for Northern Lights. Stadler goes back to Helbersma. Big left-handed swing into the net for handed swing into the net for contact square. Back to serve for Denver. Number 25, Jenks sends it over. Munson sends it up high. Tao's going to go outside. Gleason, roll shot over into the campfire. Picked up nicely. Middle attack. Nope. Strong side free ball over. Tao chases it down. Stadler into the middle. Jiguashvili. Tip shot. Scores in to the 4-5 seam. Well placed score for Northern Lights. Munson pounds the ball into the floor. 6-2 the lead. Munson ready to go. She's actually in the bleacher space. There's a nice little gap here right in front of us. Munson, good serve into the 5-6 seam. Picked up nicely. Middle attack coming. Big swing. Finds the net. Point Northern Lights. 7-2. Lights leads. Munson again. 5-point advantage. Munson just does not have enough room to serve here. Her approach is shortened. You could see her try to stop her feet before the baseline. Caused all of the momentum in her body to get convoluted, and it's a net serve. Point Denver. Denver serve. This is Forbes. She gets ready, down 4. Forbes sends it over. Munson there. Stadler with options. Runs to the right side. Halbersma off the deflection. Yep, her block was at the net. Halbersma with the big swing scores for Northern Lights. And it's now 8-3 as Halbersma will take a break. Sikora into serve. Good support here from Northern Lights. 15 white. Love the Lights program supporting each other ferociously as Sikora goes off the deflection ace serve right into the zone 6 for the Northern Lights point. And it's 9-3 the score. Sikora now interacting with 15 white. Appreciating the support from her friends. And Sikora dries her hand. Lets her rip. Look out in the stands. That one made it all the way in the air to row 2. Point Denver. This is Stebbins into serve for Denver. She sends it over. Munson there. Perfect pass. Sikora with options. Over the middle. Stadler free ball over. And here comes Denver from the right side. Free ball over. Tough one. Munson, great job. Sikora's going to run back to Gleason. Big swing into the 6. Nice dig by Stebbins. Free ball coming, and there it is. Tao to Sikora. She goes outside. Stadler, big swing. Finds the net. Point Denver. Stebbins continues at the service stripe. Stubbins, excuse me. Tao, great pass. Sikora's going to go back to Gleason. Gleason, roll shot over the block. Trouble and down. Gleason with the kill for Northern Lights. And the Lights squad is in double digits. Tao will get a break. Fettrell into serve. Excuse me, hit left side. Gleason to serve. Nice strong serve. Stabbed at by the front row, deflecting it away from the back row. Ace serve, Jenna Gleason, now 11-5 in set 2. Gleason down the line this time. Good pass. High set out. Scoreboard gave the point to the wrong side. It should be 12-5. The board, the table says 11-6. There's the switcheroo. Yes. Gleason, good strong serve. Fought off and sent into court. 66 point Northern Lights ace serve. Gleason, and it's 13-5. Lights halfway home here in set number 2. And winning would give him the match. Gleason, another good strong serve. Punched up, free ball over down the line. Munson is there. Sikora goes back outside to Fettrell cross court. Nice dig by Stubbins in the middle. They're going to go strong side off the block. Fettrell picks it up. Sikora goes back to Stadler. Stadler steps into it and scores. Paige Stadler from the right side into the short 6 for the kill. 14-5 now. Timeout Denver. Northern Lights grooving here in match number 2. One big set 1 and doing well here in set 2. They break the huddle quickly. They're ready to go. Keep doing what you're doing, I think, is the message out of the huddle, and it's 14-5, set number 2. Running behind schedule here. Northern Lights doing everything possible to get back on track. Gleason to serve with a 9-point advantage. Gleason into the 6. Perfect pass in system. Pushed outside. Strong side attack. Just over. Dante with the dig. Sikora outside to Fettrell. She steps into it and hammers it through the block to the floor. Fettrell scores for Northern Lights. 15-5 now. Lights leads. Gleason, strong serve off the deflection. Out of play. Point Northern Lights. Ace serve Northern Lights. Will retrieve the ball from court 68. Girls on the bench interacting with the fans, supporting on the bench, on the bleachers. And an ace serve, Jenna Gleason, 17-5. Definitely a loose environment here on court 67, near side anyway. Probably not so much on the far side as Gleason quickly goes to work, finds the net. Point Denver. 17-6 the score. Back to serve for Denver Juniors is libero Blauette. Blauette up and over into the 6. Right through the broadcast booth. You can see that hit taken there. No damage this time, just knocked it off kilter a little bit. I think we're good to go. We've got 2 cameras going here as Dante serves into the 6. Good serve, picked up. Strong side attack coming. Big swing over the block, picked up by Fettrell. Sikora is going to run back to Stadler. Stadler, big swing, but finds the net. Point to Denver. 2 cameras going here. We've got the live stream camera, which you are watching. We've also got the huddle camera, which the team watches. The floor was unsteady, so we're mounted on the tripod here. So one blow will take everything out. Munson, good pass. Sikora runs back to Stadler. Stadler over the block. Good swing. Nice pickup. Free ball coming. There it is. Fettrell. Sikora is going to go back to Stadler again. Stadler deep into the 1. Off the deflection to the floor. Paige Stadler with the kill. Scoring for Northern Lights, earns her way back to the service stripe, 19-7 as Sikora gets a break. Helbersma comes in. She'll hit front row. Stadler, good strong serve. Off the deflection, into the stands. Ace serve, Paige Stadler. And she launches Lights into the red zone, 20-7. Timeout number 2 taken by Denver, doing everything they can to slow things down, but let me tell you what, Northern Lights in fuego here in match 2 on the day. Not that this is over, but next up for Northern Lights will be the AC-B seed match, pitting Northern Lights against a Nebraska elite team who is also undefeated on the day. 2 3-set victories for Nebraska Elite as Paige Stadler takes her place back at the service stripe, up 20-7. She goes softly into the 6. Free ball coming, no back row attack. It's a good one. Stadler with the dig. Munson's going to go outside. Fettrell steps into it over the block. Just long. 20-8. Point Juniors. Back to serve for the Juniors. This is Izana Avery. High hand. Sent over. Munson, perfect pass. Stadler with options. Back to Fettrell. Big swing to the floor. Fettrell into the 5-6 seam. Scores for Northern Lights, and now it's 21-8. Fettrell will get a break. Tao will come in to serve, needing 4 to take set number 2 and the match. Tao into the 6. Picked up nicely, but falls to the floor. Ace serve, Tao. The pass was high, but it caught the net. No second contact from Denver, and it's 22-8. As Tao steps into it, sends it into the 6. Trouble. Back-to-back ace serves, Alba Tao. Alba the ace Tao, I should say. Product of Coon Rapids High School. She comes back against the bleachers. Good strong serve, this time into the 5. Perfect pass, middle attack coming. Big swing, who's there? Jiguashvili with the block. They're saying net, I say block. Either way, point Northern Lights. And on the hook for set number 2 and the match is Alba Tao. 24-8, Lights on top. Tao. The serve finds the net. It's got me choked up. Now back to serve for Denver Juniors is Jenks. Lights needing a side out for the match. Munson, Stadler, Helbersma to the floor. No. We got an offensive net violation on Northern Lights. Point Denver, and Denver has worked their way into double digits. Long way to go. Jenks at the stripe. High toss, sent over. Munson ducks. Tau takes it on the knees. Ace serve to Jenks. 24-11. I've seen a comeback from 24-14, but never 24-8. Let's hope we don't see that here. As Gleason off the high hands to the floor. There you go, 25th point to Northern Lights. They take set 2 and the match, 25-11 for Northern Lights. 2-0 on the day. We'll be back in roughly an hour for the AB matchup between Northern Lights 15 Xenon and Nebraska Elite. That's the 15 Tsunami team. They're 2-0 on the day. Lights 2-0 on the day. As you might expect, the AB matchup will determine places 1 and 2. Either way, that locks up a second place finish for Northern Lights, at least, which means they will play tomorrow afternoon. So the morning is off the table. For those that like to stay out late, that's good news. But it does set up for a long evening tomorrow. So, from court 67, we will step aside. Looks like Northern Lights is going to ref. And then we'll be back in action in about an hour. Thanks for watching. This has been a very special Spoilbrook presentation of Northern Lights Volleyball, brought to you by Easy Reels, by Chad Johnson Music, by Mineral Springs Brewery, and by the Northern Lights Volleyball Club. We'll talk to you soon.